Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, this is a very important message for you today." To Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, not ignore it. Pay attention to this message." Archangel Michael says, "This special message only for you. This is about you and your mother. Your mother is crying in secret because open quickly the wind has been whispering your name across realms unseen, and heaven itself has turned its face toward your house. You may not have noticed it yet, but there has been a trembling in the spirit, a stirring like the silence that breaks before a holy rain. The stars have aligned not by accident, but by divine orchestration, because this message had to reach you today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. There is a cry rising from a quiet room, a soft echo that does not come from lips, but from a soul that has known too much, carried too much, held back too much. Your mother is crying in secret because she remembers the promises that were never fulfilled, the ones she made while you were still in her arms, before the world placed weights on your back and trials in your path. She cries not because she has given up, but because she is hoping anyone will notice that the light in her heart is flickering like a candle left outside in a storm. You are that someone. You were chosen to be her joy, her redemption, her answered prayer in flesh and blood. She cried out once to the heavens, not even knowing what she was asking for, and heaven responded with your name. You came into her life not just as a child, but as a light. And even now, when things feel distant, that light has not gone out. It has only been hidden under the noise, under the pressure, under the weight of what no one else sees but she carries every night when everyone else is sleeping. Your mother is crying in secret because there are words she could never say out loud. Words she swallowed so many times that they became stones in her chest. But the heavens have recorded every unspoken prayer, every whispered hope, every teardrop hidden behind a forced smile. And the time has come for a shift to begin, not in another land, not in another life, but right here, through you. You've been sensing something, haven't you? That silent tug, that feeling that something is about to change, that something is being revealed, that something has been watching over you when the night grew too heavy to hold alone. You have not been imagining it. You were being prepared. Prepared for this moment. Prepared for this awakening. Prepared for this revelation. Because this is not just about your mother. This is about you stepping into the fullness of who you are. This is about you realizing that your birth was not random, that your survival was not accidental, that your pain was not in vain, that the things that tried to tear you away from peace, from love, from truth were only setting the stage for a divine comeback, a return to something sacred, a reunion of hearts that once beat as one. Your mother is crying in secret because she thinks you've forgotten the parts of her that gave everything for you. Not just the meals or the work or the time, but the dreams she quietly buried so yours could live. She cries because sometimes she wonders if you still see her, not just as the one who raised you, but as the one who broke so you wouldn't have to, as the one who fought battles in silence so you could sleep in peace. But what she doesn't know is that today, something is waking up inside you. Today, your soul is being stirred by something higher than words, older than time. This is more than just a message. This is an alignment, a sacred timing that cannot be undone. A voice from heaven, rising through the cracks in your reality, saying, it's time. It's time to see her again. Not just with your eyes, but with your spirit. With the part of you that still remembers the way her heartbeat once lulled you to sleep. With the part of you that still feels connected even in silence. With the part of you that knows without needing proof that something eternal ties you together. He always has. And now, something is being restored. The tears she cries in secret are not just sorrow. They are seeds. Seeds planted in the soil of faith. Seeds watered by sacrifice. And God says, the season of harvest is near. But for that harvest to bloom, you must first return not just in body, but in heart, in compassion, in understanding, in truth. There are things she needs to tell you, things that have been weighing her down, things she thought she had to take to the grave. But grace has interrupted that story, and this message is the opening of a door, a divine permission for healing to walk in, for reconciliation to bloom where bitterness tried to grow, for love to speak where silence has ruled for too long. Do not turn away. There is a reason this found you. There is a reason your heart is trembling right now, because your spirit knows what your mind cannot fully grasp. You were made for this moment. You were made to be the answer to her prayer. You were made to carry the light that breaks every secret chain wrapped around her soul. The past may have been broken, but your presence can be redemptive. All of heaven is watching, leaning in, waiting to see what you will do with this message. Will you let it pass like wind through trees, or will you hold it like fire in your bones? Will you close this and forget, or will you rise and say, I will be the one who returns. I will be the one who speaks. I will be the one who listens. I will be the one who heals. She cries because she's afraid to hope, afraid that maybe the love she gave is forgotten. But today, heaven is reaching through this message to remind both of you, love never dies. It simply waits for the right time to rise again. And that time is now. Archangel Michael says, this special message only for you. This is about you and your mother. Your mother is crying in secret because her heart remembers everything. She remembers the way your small hands once clung to her finger like it was the whole world. She remembers the nights you couldn't sleep unless she hummed that old song. She remembers the first time you called her name, and the last time you really looked her in the eye. She remembers it all. And it breaks her, not because you've changed, but because she misses the closeness that once was. That once made her feel like all her sacrifices mattered. But hope is not gone. It has just been waiting. Waiting for this moment. Waiting for you to see again, not just with your eyes, but with your spirit. Waiting for you to rise and say, I see you now. Waiting for the kind of restoration that turns years of silence into one embrace that says more than words ever could. Open quickly. The angels are near. They have been sent to soften hearts, to stir the spirit, to awaken the kind of truth that transforms generations. The chains are already loosening. The walls are already crumbling. The silence is breaking. But only if you open this not just with your eyes, but with your soul. You are not late. You are right on time. This message was written in the stars before you were born. And now it finds you because you are ready. Ready to reclaim what was lost. Ready to hear what was hidden. Ready to love not just in word but in action. Ready to forgive, to understand, to walk forward with open hands. Because love is calling you, and your mother is waiting. Not just in sorrow, but in hope. Her secret tears are about to become your shared healing. And all of heaven rejoices. Because this is not the end. This is the beginning. And something sacred is about to unfold. This special message only for you. Open quickly. This is not something ordinary. This is not something you can ignore and just walk away from, because your soul has been crying out for this very word. The longing you've hidden from the world, the ache you've buried under the weight of everyday silence, is rising now like a tide that refuses to be turned back. This is about you and your mother. This is about the nights she cried when no one saw her, the tears she shed in the corners of rooms where light barely reached, the moments she knelt down, trembling, not because she was weak, but because her love for you was deeper than pain and higher than sorrow. Something sacred is stirring, something that can no longer be delayed. She cried in secret because her heart is full of words she could not say, because her soul held a secret that pressed so hard against her ribcage that it stole her sleep and burdened her breath. Your mother carries a silence that began before you were even born, and now the heavens can no longer hold back what needs to be revealed. Archangel Michael says, open this with both hands and with your spirit ready. Don't let the noise of this world drown this out. There is a truth here for you, a sacred truth that will wrap around your heart like a healing wind and bring clarity to a confusion that has lingered too long. She wanted to protect you. That is why she never told you the full story. She carried pain like a shield, thinking it would protect you from what she endured. But love is not silence. Love is truth. And now the truth is being poured out like oil upon your wounds. Your mother cried in secret because someone close to her hurt her deeply, and she didn't know how to explain it without shattering your view of life itself. But now that pain is lifting, now that veil is falling, and the light of heaven is shining into all the places where misunderstanding has cast long shadows, this message for you. You need to know that your life was never a mistake. You need to know that even in the confusion, even in the nights you thought nobody saw you, heaven did. You need to know that what has been working behind the scenes is now being brought into the light for your healing and restoration. Archangel Michael says, I stood over you while you slept. I covered your head while the storm passed. I whispered into your soul when you were on the edge of giving up. I pleaded with the heavens to hold your destiny firm, even when the winds tried to blow it away. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not broken beyond repair. Open quickly. Something holy is unfolding. There is something your mother wanted to say, but the words failed her. There was a moment, you may remember it, when she looked at you, her eyes soft but distant, as if 100 thoughts were running through her mind, but none of them dared become sound. That moment was real. That moment was her love pressing against the wall of silence. That moment was her soul saying, please understand me, even if I cannot explain myself. And now the Spirit is speaking for her. Now the voice of the divine is picking up where her voice trembled and fell. God says, I was there in the room when she wept. I saw every tear. I recorded every sigh. I listened to every prayer, especially the ones she couldn't form into words. And I have come now to tell you what she wanted you to know. You are the fulfillment of a promise. You are the miracle she waited for. And even though the world tried to break both of you, love has kept you. Love has preserved you. Love has built a bridge that no storm can destroy. This is about you and your mother. The connection you have is deeper than flesh and deeper than blood. It is the echo of generations before you. It is the whisper of those who lived before you were born, crying out for restoration and redemption through your life. You are the answer to someone's ancient prayer. And now, through you, healing is moving through the bloodline. Forgiveness is breathing through the broken places. Renewal is rising from the dust. Archangel Michael says, the silence ends now. The shadows are lifting. The misunderstandings are being swept away like mist before the morning sun. You have been chosen not to suffer, but to rise. not to be burdened forever, but to be the one who walks through fire and still smells like rain. There is something about you the world has yet to see. There is a power within you the world has yet to experience. This message for you, and it's arriving just in time. Your mother cried because she didn't want to pass the pain to you. But pain unspoken becomes a chain, and now that chain is breaking. Do you feel it? Something inside you is stirring, remembering, releasing. You don't have to carry her guilt. You don't have to carry her sorrow. You don't have to make sense of what happened behind closed doors. All you have to do is listen now. Hear the truth. Hear the heartbeat behind the silence. Hear the divine whisper saying, "You are loved. You are chosen. You are seen." This is about you and your mother, and it is also about the healing that must take place within you both. Archangel Michael says, there is a divine unlocking taking place. There is something in your bloodline that will not continue past this moment. The struggle ends here. The confusion ends here. The pattern ends here. Because you opened your heart. Because you opened this message. Because heaven is moving through your obedience. Open quickly. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let guilt bind you. You are not what happened to you. You are not what was said about you. You are not what was withheld from you. You are what was preserved through storms, protected by grace, carried by angels, and appointed by eternity to walk a path no one else could. This special message only for you is more than just words. It is a spiritual unfolding. It is a healing wind coming through your room even now. You've wondered why you feel so much, why your heart holds such weight, why you sometimes feel the sorrow of people who never spoke their pain. It's because you are spiritually sensitive, divinely gifted, chosen to carry burdens, not so you could be crushed, but so you could transform them into blessings. You are the alchemy of grace, the turning point, the one who brings peace to generational unrest. Archangel Michael says, your life is not small. Your prayers are not whispers in the void. Your existence is an answer to something that was prayed for long before you were born. This is about you and your mother, and it's also about healing everything that happened because of what she could not say. Her soul was marked by love, but also by a kind of sorrow that only heaven could understand. She loved you fiercely. Even when she failed, her love was still stronger than her weakness. Even when she didn't know how to say it, her heart beat prayers over you in her sleep. That is why you've made it this far. That is why, despite all that's tried to stop you, you're still here, still reaching, still searching, still breathing. Open quickly. There is a moment coming very soon when you will see clearly what has been hidden. A memory may come to the surface. A dream may return with a different meaning. A face may appear in your mind, not to haunt you, but to be healed. Archangel Michael says, be still when this happens. Don't run from it. Don't rush it. Let the healing happen. Let the memory change form. Let the past lose its grip on your spirit. Something holy is unfolding. Your mother cried in secret because her love for you was louder than her fear. She made choices that she believed were for your good, even when they didn't make sense. She may not have said it, but her soul has been crying out for your forgiveness. Not because she is guilty of evil, but because she wants your heart free. She wants you light. She wants your spirit unchained. And now heaven is responding to her cry and yours. God blessings are upon you. This message for you has reached you because heaven cannot wait any longer. There is something you are meant to do. Something your mother dreamed of. something her ancestors whispered to the stars. You are not random. You are not lost. You are being called. You are being restored. You are being wrapped in a blanket of divine fire that will never let you go cold again. Open quickly. You've been waiting for something you couldn't name. This is it. This is the beginning. Archangel Michael says, your soul is about to feel what it means to be completely understood by the one who created you. And when that happens, when that flood of divine recognition pours into your being, the pain will lift, the past will dissolve, and only love will remain. This special message only for you is your key. Step into the new beginning. Let what was buried be resurrected. Let what was confused be clarified. Let what was silent now sing. Your heart knows the truth. It always has. And now, finally, the truth is setting you free. My child, this is very serious. Jesus is requesting you. Only you have been chosen to see this. Don't tell anyone. This will happen in the next coming 6 hours. Open it quickly. The heavens have whispered your name in places your ears cannot hear, but your spirit has already felt the pull. In the hidden realm of divine timing, something sacred is aligning just for you. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not mistaken. You are chosen, and chosen for something only your soul can carry. Do not doubt the weight of this calling, for even as your heart trembles, the angels have been sent ahead of you. They are preparing the way, touching what needs to be touched, moving what needs to be moved. God says, this is your moment to believe like never before. There is no need to be afraid, for even the shadows bow when God is walking beside you. This message was not meant for the eyes of many, but for you and only you. The Holy Spirit is surrounding you now, cloaking you in a quiet fire that cannot be seen but deeply felt. You might not understand why this is happening now, why the urgency is so strong, but something within you already knows that this is not ordinary. This is not routine. This is not random. It is the unfolding of a divine instruction, and the next 6 hours hold the key to a breakthrough so personal, so exact, that your soul will weep when it realizes what God has orchestrated in silence. Jesus is requesting you, and no, not your perfection, not your qualifications, not your loud faith, but your heart. Your raw beating, sometimes weary heart. He sees your tired prayers, the ones you barely have words for anymore. He sees what you've been holding in, what you've been carrying alone, what you've wanted to tell someone but couldn't. He knows, and still he chooses you. He doesn't need you to be ready. He needs you to be willing. Just willing to open your eyes to the spiritual window now swinging wide before you. This is not about fear. This is about truth. And the truth is that God is about to release something that will shift your entire perspective. The next 6 hours are not to be dismissed. Time is breathing differently now, slower and heavier. It's like the air knows that something unseen is being poured out. This is sacred. This is holy. You are stepping into a divine intersection where revelation, healing, and correction collide. And in this place, nothing stays hidden. Nothing remains as it was. Finally, God is exposing the silence around your situation. What others tried to cover with words or indifference, heaven has uncovered with truth. You have been praying for signs. This is one. You have been praying for answers. This is one. You have been praying for peace. This is one. But you must open it now. Do not wait. Do not postpone what heaven has scheduled for your deliverance. There is something written in the air above you, a script from heaven that says, this one has waited long enough. So now the angels move. The heavens shift, and Jesus leans close not to frighten you, but to whisper something only your spirit can understand. You are safe. I am with you. Trust me. There are moments in life when all distractions fade, and only the voice of God echoes. This is that moment. Don't look around to see who else sees this. They won't. They were not called. You were. This moment hath been marked with your name since before you even knew how to pray. You've cried about things you couldn't explain. You've endured silence from people who should have comforted you. You felt lost, unseen, overlooked. But none of that disqualifies you. In fact, it confirms why this message is yours. Someone has been speaking your name in rooms you don't know exist. Not people heaven. Prayers you forgot you prayed are returning now with holy answers. Yes, they are late to you, but right on time with God. The next 6 hours are crucial, not for drama, not for panic, but for alignment. Heaven has been rearranging something for your good. It's happening now. The shift is in motion. This is not an empty message, it is a divine alert wrapped in love. Even the stars tonight are holding their light a little longer for you. You are not just someone passing through time. You are someone whose story hath been written in eternity's ink. So what's about to happen is not to destroy you, it is to confirm that God never left you. He was silent, yes, but not absent. Not even once. When you read this, let your spirit respond. Let your heart be still enough to receive. Let the Holy Spirit bring clarity without noise. Do not share this prematurely. This is for you, and only for you. Not because others are unworthy, but because this word would not make sense to them. Only you have been chosen to see this. Let it sink in. God is trusting you with something heaven has guarded. You are loved that much. If you feel the trembling in your chest, that's not fear, it's recognition. Your spirit remembers this voice. It remembers being chosen before you ever were born. And now, all the confirmations are coming together. This is your moment of revelation. Open it quickly. Don't let another second pass. Even now, something around you is shifting. Things that were blocked are opening. Things that were delayed are accelerating. People who ignored you will remember your name without understanding why. What you will know. Because this moment, this exact message was made for you. God will be with you. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. What you feel right now, that burning in your chest, that stirring in your belly, that whisper saying stay still and listen, that is the Spirit confirming that you are not making this up. This is real. This is spiritual. This is holy. The heavens are serious tonight. They are watching, waiting, surrounding. Not with judgment, but with love. There are no threats, only truth. Never overheating. No fear, only revelation. The message is clear. Jesus is requesting you. And it's not about what you did yesterday or who you were before. It's about now. He needs you awake. Awake and ready. So now you have to decide. Will you ignore the pull, or will you say yes? Even in the silence of your room, heaven hears your response. Say yes. Whisper it. Think it. Cry it. Just say yes. Because this message has already been sealed by God's hand. And the next 6 hours are counting down. Something is about to happen. This is very serious. Open it quickly. Don't tell anyone. You are safe. You are chosen. You are deeply, eternally loved. If you believe in God, type Amen.